Happy New Year's, everybody. I hope 2026 becomes a very good year for all of you. 2025 was a rough year for a lot of people, but 2026, we're going to try to make this an even better year. But in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys the tips and tricks for 2026 to improve your Dragon Ball Legends account this year. Last year there were tons of issues that Legends had that kind of prevented some of you guys from being able to actually improve your accounts. Legends having really toxic metas, Legends reducing the amount of resources. Hopefully they don't do it. Hopefully they don't do that this year. But I'm here to help you guys in case they do that. I'm going to be giving you guys 5 tips, and hopefully these tips can help you out. And if you guys want to see more Dragon Ball Legends guys on the channel, make sure you guys simply like and subscribe, and comment down below what guide specifically do you guys want to see next, because I'm happy to do any guide because, it helps you guys out a ton. So, without further ado, I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's get into the first tip to improve your account in 2026. So the first and easiest tip to improve your account is simply just by logging in every day. It's very simple. Log in every day, play the game for a decent amount of time every day, and that can really help you improve your account. Now, simply just playing the game like however you want to, it won't improve your account like a crazy amount. Like, for example, if you log in the game and you only play co-op, your account isn't really going to improve. I mean, yes, you're getting equipment, you're getting the medals, and that can help you get chrono crystals too, but you're not really improving your account a lot. So, when you're logging in every day, make sure you do these things. Play at least 3 battles of PvP daily, because you want to find a good team. Maybe for each battle, try to build the best 3 teams you can and use each one of them. And maybe you will find a team that you can use, for the next couple of seasons until, the next broken character comes out and the teams, start to change. So play at least 3 battles of PvP, maybe using different teams each. Do the limited time rewards for all the raids and the co-ops. Make sure to actually just do your daily missions. That is a very easy way to get chrono crystals to summon for the future characters. And also, make sure to check the news every single time, because Legends could be talking about, we're going to be getting reveals, in 2 days from now. Or, here's a free 1,000 crystals for this. And, just do this because you'll be notified. But logging in every day is the most simplest way, because if you don't log in, how are you going to get better? It's very simple. So logging in every day is the first tip. Now let's move on to the second tip. So the second tip to improve your account in 2026 is by upgrading your equipments. Now, this is going to help you with a lot of things. Number 1, when you upgrade your equipment, you actually do get chrono crystals for that. You actually get them in your Z missions. So if you're a beginner, make sure you get an equipment to Z. That's going to be very difficult because you're a beginner. But get an equipment to a Z and then just keep re-rolling it, because you actually get tons of CC from doing it. I believe the max you could get is 1,000 CC. And me personally, if there isn't any crazy insane banners that's out, I will recommend saving your Z missions, because you can just save those until, an actual good and broken character comes out, and then you can just collect your Z missions and start summoning. But also, it just helps you with your account. It helps you with your characters, because your characters, they need equipment for them to really shine, right? Without equipment, they aren't as good. So, for example, let's take what's a good equipment? Let's take this equipment, right? So, let's say, for example, I want to use Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. First of all, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Okay, every single character in the game needs equipment. We already established that. But let's look at this. So, without the equipment, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is losing blast defense, some strike attack, and blast attack. Now, if he has the equipment, he's going to be gaining all of these abilities, and that's going to make him even better. Now, is he going to be bad without the equipment? I wouldn't say he's going to be bad. I'm just saying he's not going to be as good as he would be with the equipment. Now, if you are a veteran player or someone who's been playing the game for a decent amount of time, you might want to aim for Z pluses to godlies on your equipment, because you're going to be in the higher ranks. You're going to be having better characters. You're going to be competing more. So you want to have the best equipment you could get. If you've been playing this game for maybe like a year or so, maybe just aim for S tier to like Z tier equipments, because you're going to be competing, but you are going to be in the super high ranks. You might be in the top like 70,000s, and PvP isn't really a struggle there, right? But I mean, it depends on how good or how bad you are at the game. But upgrading your equipment is very crucial because it helps your characters become way better. And it makes it easier for you to win your battles, and you don't have to worry about losing all the time. So, this is one of the best ways. But now, let's move on to the third tip. Oh, by the way, forgot to mention. The best times to upgrade your equipment is when Legends is having this thing called the Equipment Bonanza. Now, the Equipment Bonanza is where when you upgrade an equipment, you actually have extra bonuses. So it makes it easier for you to get your equipment to a Z or a Z plus or a godly. Now, you mainly see equipment bonanzas during anniversaries and festivals. So those are like the best times to upgrade equipment during anniversaries and festivals, because they provide tons of resources and you have bonanzas. And also when there's an equipment bonanza, that's the best time to, get equipments. Now, I'm also going to be showing you guys currently, right now, this is the best time to upgrade your equipment, because we have the ultimate equipment bonanza, which is the best one in the game. You have multiple bonanzas. You have the regular equipment bonanza. You have the mega equipment bonanza. You have the ultra equipment bonanza. And you have the ultimate. And the ultimate is the best one. I probably got like 4 equipments to godly already just with the equipment bonanza that's out right now. So please upgrade your equipment now before it's too late, because this ultimate equipment bonanza, it ends in 2 days as I'm recording this video. So please get that done now. But anyway, let me show you guys where you can get the resources. So the main things you need for upgrading equipment is slot removers, Zenny, and souls. That's what you mainly need. Now, maybe you might need equipment medals if you're trying to do the guaranteed upgrade, but you mainly just need slot removers, souls, and Zenny. So to get slot removers, you can get it first from PvP. This is one of the best ways to get it, because you're able to get 300 slot removers here. So the best thing for you to do is get 300 coins. And then if you collected all the CC, you should use it on the slot removers. You should use it on there. Now, another way is by also doing the raid, because you can get actually about 1,000-ish slot removers from raid. But the problem is, you have to play a lot of it. You have to play a lot of raid. You might need about 30 to 40,000-ish raid medals to be able to get all of the slot removers, which requires you to play a lot of raid. If you don't have the new characters, it's going to be even more difficult. Now, the next way is also the New Year's gift raid, where you can also, get slot removers the same way you get it from the regular raid. Except I think this one is way better. And also, you can get Zenny here too. And you can get Zenny in the regular raid also. And some of the other ways, you can get it by using these plates. You can get it by using your you can use it by using your Legends Festival medals, and so on and so forth. But that's the second tip, upgrading your equipment. Now let's move on to the third tip. So the third best way to improve your Dragon Ball Legends account in 2026 is really by managing your Chrono Crystals. Now you do not want to summon on every single banner because you will not have a lot of CC to summon on banners that actually matter. So here are the only reasons you should summon on every singular banner. One, if you're a collector. Collectors always tend to summon on almost every single banner, if not every single banner, because their main goal is to just collect characters and get all the characters really in the game. Or second, you're pay to win and you're doing it for content. Those are the only reasons you should even be considering summoning on every single banner. But if you're not doing any of those things, only summon on banners that are actually beneficial to your account or to whatever team you're using. Because, for example, let me just make a random team on here. Let's choose this team. Or no, actually, let's choose this team. So this team is basically Hybrid Saiyans. I'm gonna just name that Hybrid. So this team right here is Hybrid Saiyans. Now let's say I'm choosing to use this team, or this is going to be my main team for maybe the next couple of months until anniversaries. What I want to do is save my crystals for characters that are actually going to be great additions to this team. So you don't want to mainly use Hybrid Saiyans and then summon on a freaking Ultra Broly. Like, unless that's a character you really want, or it's a character that you're definitely going to be using a lot more, you most likely want to summon on characters that are really going to help your team. Now, I'm not saying if you're using Hybrid Saiyans, you have to only summon on Hybrid Saiyan characters. That's not what I'm saying. But if you are in a meta that Hybrid Saiyans are going to be like your main team to survive, you might have to only summon on Hybrid Saiyans until there's another character that comes out, and then you're going to change teams. So summon on banners that are beneficial. So, like, currently, the best banner to summon on right now is actually going to be this banner, because it has every single Legends Limited that came out from 2023 to now. So you want to summon... No, actually, no. On this banner, it legit has every single LF that came out in the game. But you do want to summon on this because you want to get the most value. You want to get the most bang for your buck. So this is definitely the best one. It has literally some of the best characters in the game on this banner, and even some decent sparkings that could actually be usable. So you most likely want to summon on this. This is a perfect example of a banner that is worth summoning on. That's worth saving your crystals for. Because if you even skip the Ultra to go for this banner, I really wouldn't blame you, right? Because you have better chances of getting something good on here than you do on the Ultra banner. So managing your Chrono Crystals is actually, believe it or not, one of the most crucial ways to improve your account, because you don't want to waste everything on some stuff you don't even need. You don't, like, if you don't need an LF Broly, for example, you don't need to summon on Ultra Broly. Or you don't have to summon on Broly. If you don't need an LF Vegeta, you do not need to summon on LF Vegeta. Manage your Chrono Crystals. It's very, very important. So this tip right here, it's out of all the tips I named, this is going to be most likely the least important one, but it does also really help you. Just because it's probably the least important one, that doesn't mean it isn't important. I actually do think you should really use this to your advantage, because this is going to help you a lot more than you think, and it's going to be getting Z power. Now, I know what you're thinking. How is that the least important one? Like, that should at least be one of the most important ones. Well, because, okay, Z power is actually important. So actually, take off the fact that I said that this is going to be the least important one. Z power is actually very important for multiple reasons. Because one, if you don't have any more CCs to summon on the character and you want to get them to higher stars, if you have Z power, you could just use the Z power and they'll be at higher stars without you spending another crystal. So here's how you really get Z power. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all how does Z power really work, and then I'm gonna show you guys where you can get Z power currently, or where you will most likely see Z power throughout the year. So Z power works like this. Let me go to a random sparking that I do not have maxed out. Like, let's just use 13. I mean, no, 18. What's wrong with me? So when you look at show detail, I can't speak. When you look at show details, you see that little greenish orb? That's the Z power. So you click on here and you go here. This is where you get all the Z power. Now what you do is you use this Z power, and this has a chance to get, this has a chance to literally get your character at higher stars. So if I get 100 more Z power up here, she will be at 4 stars. So that is legit what Z power does. It just buffs your characters without you having to spend, hopefully, a single darn crystal. Now, to get Z power, this is where you will see it. So during anniversaries and Legends festivals, you will most likely see it most likely in here, because anniversaries and Legends festivals, they all have medals. So you can actually get Z power in the medals exchange shop. It costs 200 medals, but you can still get it from here. You will also most likely see it on raids. This is where you will always see Z power. It costs about 2,200 medals. So if you have like the newest characters, it shouldn't be much of a problem to get this. And you will also sometimes see it in PvP. Now, this is where you most likely aren't going to see it all the time at, because I think you mainly see it during like the world tournaments and I think some other PvP seasons, but you will not see Z power in PvP much often. And permanent, you will get Z power from the Legends weekend. All you have to do is do your daily missions for every single weekend. It takes about like 4 weeks to actually get all the coins. It takes about 12 of these blue coins up here to actually get the Z power. So if you really want it, do your daily missions every single weekend. It takes about like 4-ish weeks to actually get the Z power. And I think that's where you will most likely see Z power at. But right now you can also get it from the you can also get it from here, from the New Year's gift raid. This raid is a game changer. They give you so much resources, man. Like, this is the definition of a game changer. Please use this to your advantage, because it's going to help you in the long run. But that's the fourth way. Now let's move on. That's the fourth tip. Now let's move on to the fifth and final tip. So the final tip that I have for you guys to improve your Legends account is simply by saving and grinding resources daily. Resources, the most important ones of the game, believe it or not. Coral Crystals is obviously the most important resource in the game, because it's used to get energy. It's used for you to get new characters, which getting new characters is like the most important thing in the game. So Chrono Crystals is the most important resource, but other very important resources, slot removers, you need for equipment. Zeddy, you also need for equipment. But you can also use it for arts boosting and stuff like that. Souls, you can use also for equipment. So those things are very, very important. Please grind that and save them. Now, you really want to save those resources for big celebrations like anniversaries and festivals, because that's when they're going to do the equipment bonanza I was talking about at the beginning of the video. That's when they're going to be dropping the best characters. That's when they're going to be dropping great equipment for the characters, and you want to be able to grind all that stuff up because it will be a game changer for you. It will really be a game changer for you. But that's pretty much the fifth and final tip. Get all the resources. Now currently you could get the resources from all the New Year's gift raids. They give tons of resources. You could get some resources from these medals here. You can get some resources from PvP and all the other good stuff. Heck, even in the missions, I think you could get a decent amount of resources. I mean, not like the most amount, but you could get some. But yeah, guys, so that's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys like and subscribe. And I hope this video can help you guys improve your account. And if you want me to do another better guide, just let me know in the comments and show this video some support. But yeah, guys, so that's the guide, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, guys, and peace.